If I was walking to the gym for the first time in 2016, why did I say 2016? I don't know if you guys have seen like the Fetty Wap thing, so I guess I'm thinking about 2016, but 2026, I mean. Now that I know what I know after like years of training, there's a couple things I do differently. Not because beginners are dumb, but it's because most like fitness advice doesn't really help you in the beginning. Like I know my first 6 months, I could have definitely made a lot more progress if I just had someone like help me. I've been lifting for about 4 years now. I've bulked, I've cut, I've over dieted, I've trained wrong, I've trained better. So this isn't like generic advice. This is like advice that helps if you're starting today, right? So training boring, training longer means training more than you want. If you're new, boring works. And the world we live in, like people don't really like boring. But boring often means like consistency in a sense. Meaning like basic workouts like bench, squat, deadlift. Granted, everybody's goals are different, right? But typically I'm assuming like most of my audience is male. So I'm just gonna talk from a male's perspective. But most men want to get a bigger bench. They want to get bigger arms, like they want to get bigger shoulders. So like the simple things work, or they want to get like a bigger back. Like small things like that makes them like a massive difference. And you do simple progressions and you work on these movements for months. But people typically quit before like boring eventually works off for you. If it feels too simple or too repetitive, you're probably doing it right now. That doesn't mean necessarily that like, oh, you're gonna do the same thing over and over and over again, right? It just means like a perfect example is like if you could do 2 pull-ups on month 2 by like let's say month 3 or 5, you should be able to do like 6 to 7, maybe 8, depends on your body weight and how like consistently you're doing it. But essentially, stick to something long term to see hourly results. A perfect example is I didn't get to my size now by just stretching it up all the time. I was fairly consistent for a decent amount of time. Now, don't diet early. You want to build first, right? So if you try to like depends like unless like you're morbidly obese, then I suggest it. But most people start the gym either skinny fat, skinny. Well, no, some people start fat more often nowadays. But if you diet too early, you end up delaying everything: your strength, your muscle, your confidence. I would spend way more time in training worrying about what I look like rather than whether I have abs or not, right? Because that's abs are cool. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying abs aren't important, but depending where your starting point is, like I have a couple videos on this on my channel, but depending where your starting point really dictates where you are. Like I would only suggest that if you're like really fat. Otherwise, I think you should worry about like building a physique or building a body you can essentially be proud of. You know. Now, consistency beats motivation every time. Motivation is great, but it also disappears. What actually builds like a body you can be proud of or physique is showing up when nothing exciting happens. That means the boring weeks are more important than your exciting ones, right? A perfect example is there's days where I want to stay home. I don't want to work out. But quite often, like a bad workout is better than you staying at home and doing nothing at all. So me personally, what I would recommend is if it's boring, stick to it. Like you really can't see progress unless you do something for 8 to 12 weeks. Like you have to do something for a good amount of time before you can really critique whether, oh, this is working for me. This isn't working for me. I need to try something new. Like you need to do something fairly for a good amount of time. Don't just rush to like do things. Like yes, I know the hype on social media nowadays is like, oh, bench 405 at 15, do such and such. Like don't take shortcuts. Essentially, like if it's worth having, it's probably not easy. You're gonna have to work for it. And this goes for anything in life, not just the gym. But that's a whole nother topic within itself. Now, slow progress is better than early progress. This one saves like years of frustration. Early progress takes times, months, years. Like once you accept that, you'll stop like wanting to just quit so early. Just because it's like, yes, it might not look like it's working, but one day work. That sounds so cliche, but like I'm being genuine. Like it might not look like it's working for you, but if you stick to it long enough, I'm sure you'll see be like, oh, this is actually working. I should continue doing this. Now, recovery is also matters more than you think. Sleep, food, rest days. You don't earn your recovery. You need to start with recovery. Burnout doesn't mean like you're hardcore, you're punishing yourself. It just means you're impatient. It's funny. I just saw a video from Larry Wheels, and he was talking about how like your CNS is essential. Like you can't just work through it. Like you need to learn how to like rest, because your body, but your body creates or builds when you're resting, not when you're working out. Like if you don't take effort to rest, yeah, now granted, you got, assuming you're a beginner watching this, right? You're more likely to be able to get away with certain things, but rest is still important for you guys. Like you can't work too hard. Like I think I remember one of my first leg days, I was sore for like 3 days. And that's just because like I was new to the gym. I didn't know what I was doing. Now, granted, as time goes on, your body gets more accustomed to certain things, so it won't still happen. But I can still get sore to this day, and I've been doing it for a good amount of time. So all I'm essentially saying is, you need to recover. You need to rest. They're just as important as you working out itself. Now, when it comes to copying influencers or copying people, like influencers are entertaining, but they're not. They shouldn't be your blueprint. Like, yes, I know we all want to look like David Lade or Alex Eubank or like Jeff Neffert. Those are popular people that come into my head right now. But unless like verbatim, like your job is to like create a base, not to chase someone else's peak. So since yes, that like they can be good aspirations, good like good like it should be a good, or like Hussein. I'm not saying his name right. The point is, figure out what you want first before you just want to be like, oh yeah, I want this guy's physique, I want that guy's physique, I want this, I want that, etc., etc. Now, long story short, if I was really starting in 2026, I'd focus less on doing everything right and just focus on doing more of the basics long enough. That's what actually like works out in the long term. Hope this helps, because I want to make this a yearly update, because like this advice changes as much as I work out. Thanks for watching.